bruh, I am too hyped up. I just finished watching Nicki Minaj's premiere to Super Freaky Girl, and bruh, let me tell you, as someone who does not even consider, I won't ever consider myself a fucking fan of anyone. Let me make that fucking clear. But Nicki, she did that shit, bruh. She did that shit. This was probably the most visually appealing video that I, as a stoner, and stoners, well, I can't speak for stoners. I can only speak for myself when I am stoned. This video for me was reminiscent of Black old sun, won't you come and wash away the rain, black old sun, won't you? It was basically like it was a fucking acid trip. I mean, damn, Nicki did that shit. Yes, girl, to the white Ken. Oh, yes. Yep, she did. I mean, visually appealing. It was visually fucking flawless. Bitch, you can't find anything wrong with it. Bitch, you can't find nothing wrong with that video. You cannot find anything fucking wrong with that video. What's really fucking upsetting is that the shit was not longer. Why is this video so fucking short? Why is this video so fucking short? It would have been really fucking cute if she made like a mini movie. Ooh, she should do that. You guys, someone tell the Barbs to tell Nicki that she should do a mini movie, and she should have both versions. So the original and Roman's remix. Ooh, bitch. And just like slow those visuals down. Cause I'm just like, no, Nicki, I don't want to blink. I blinked. Play it from the beginning. She did that shit. Let me tell you about my relationship with Nicki Minaj. I discovered Nicki Minaj at a point in time where I was driving down the street playing Nicki Minaj, and people were dead ass. People were like, who is that? Like, who the fuck are you listening to? What the fuck? Dead ass, bro. Dead ass. And I was just like, I'm such a fucking gatekeeper that I'm always in a place where I don't want to tell nobody about the underground shit. I understand that basically everything is underground, you know, before it hits obviously everything's underground before it hits mainstream. And it is fucking insane. I remember House of Balloons, when House of Balloons first hit the fucking internet, and all I had in my imagination of who The Weeknd was, and he is not at all what the fuck I was hoping and thought he was. What a fucking disappointment. Anywho, when House of Balloons hit the internet, I was blasting that shit. And I got called a fucking weirdo so many fucking times. Why do you listen to that weird shit, that dark shit? House of fucking Balloons. When like the little kids, when the little kids in my school were watching an episode of Degrassi, and I saw fucking Wheelchair Jimmy, tell me lies, I said, he needs to do that shit like for real. I was bumping Nicki, and this is funny because I started to say it like she came out in 94. But I was bumping Nicki in my 1994 teal Camaro, speeding down the fucking streets of Detroit, and people were, I took that motherfucker I took her to the South with me. We got to the South, I was blasting her shit, and people were like, who's that? No, in the South. Man, who that is, shawty? Man, who that fool? They were not on. Oh, and I say that to see her fucking just like, oh my goodness. Here's another huge fucking thing. When she was going through that shit that she was going through with Kenny, I didn't say a motherfucking thing. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because the shit that came out recently, I was like, doesn't make sense to me that what I knew was that shit wasn't quite what it seemed. And I sat here just watching how the fuck she moved, and Nicki moved like, this is my man though. This is my man. I'm starting to say, this is my man. I'ma stick beside him. But no, that was Bae. That was who she was fucking riding with. That loyalty. But see, that's a Sagittarian thing. That's just how the fuck we are. That's just how the fuck we are. I sat back. And you know what? I'm not even going to act like I was standing Nicki Minaj this whole time. Because when the shit... There were two things that popped up. Sorry. There are two things that popped up. And I was like, okay. When the shit went down with Lil' Kim. And that was a very sensitive subject. Because as an old head, Lil' Kim was that bitch in my day. But I was a kid. And what and I was upset when they had that back and forth, that beef. I was like, why the fuck you gonna make me choose, Nicki? Why the fuck you gonna make me choose? And I said, if I got to ride, if somebody put a gun in my head and I had to ride in this moment, I got to ride with the OG. I got to ride with Lil' Kim. But we don't never know the whole motherfucking story. We don't never know the backstory. And the reality was, which I very, very quickly realized, I was like, but damn, Kim, I mean, you were on top, but you got off the pot. I mean, you did, boo. You got off the pot. You got off the pot. I can't hold your place in line. I can't hold your place in line. But then and then when I started to really realize and see, like, how male, not even male, like, but yeah, she was really male identified. I was just like, damn, Kim, like, you were so busy trying to hold down the persona that you dropped your career. And we got to keep it real. And then when I saw and let me tell you what flipped the switch kind of for me. Because I was like, look, Kim, she's going to have to, handle this really classily, But let me tell you what flipped the switch for me. When Lil' Kim did the quote unquote diss of Nicki Minaj, and she said, I don't even remember the exact fucking words, but I'm paraphrasing. But she said, oh yeah, Nicki, she said, oh yeah, Minaj, we know how you got your name. And that really upset me. That really fucking upset me. Because I was like, wait a minute, Kim. But you and Biggie and Faith, though. What? And then I was kind of like, nope. I'm sorry, Nicki. Take me back. Nicki, take me back, boo. Take me back, Nicki. Take me back. But like I said, I mean, I'm not ever going to call myself a fan for anybody. You know what happens when you call yourself a fan? You get sacrificed at fucking Astro World. That's what happens when you call yourself a fan, when you call yourself a super fan. And the creator, the universe is trying to help us out by giving us these little, And then the second thing was Remy Ma. Because I had a respect for, I can't quite explain it because it was so long ago. But I had a respect for Remy Ma, and I still do. There's a respect there. And little things like this is what make me respect Remy Ma. When she acknowledged that diss basically fucked up her career. I mean, in so many words. I'm not going to say like fucked up her career, but like you wish you could. She was so in the moment that she wasn't really thinking ahead. And I'm that same way. I do shit and I don't really think ahead. But she owned it. She was kind of like, yeah, like I kind of wish I didn't do that. Like I wish that never happened. That was a hard motherfucking diss. That was a hard diss. It was. But I'll tell you what was hard for me. Only when she did all the Nick Jonas and the Nick however the fuck she did it. She did a bunch of nicks. That it was just the play on words. That was her. That was what I found. I was like, damn. I was like, that was creative as fuck. But listen, there are always beefs against like big fucking people, big deals. There's always beef. And unfortunately, you're going to have to pick a team. You can't always pick Liu Kang. You can't always pick Chun-Li. You can't always pick Sub-Zero. You can't always pick Jade. Sometimes you have to pick fucking Sonya. Am I mixing up video games? I'm stoned as fuck right now. Did I give that disclaimer that I'm stoned as fuck? Yo, I started this shit talking about Nicki, and now I'm talking about fucking Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter. But you can't always, you know, you got to pick somebody. You can't always be the neutral party. You be wanting to be in the middle like, you guys, hey, we're all bad bitches here. But sometimes it's not that, you know, like you know how many people were fucking split when it came to Biggie and Pac? And at one point in time, you could actually compare Biggie and Pac. Pac would be Lil' Kim. Biggie would be Nicki. Biggie would be Nicki. Just so happens that of the two, Biggie is my, and this is like real shit, Pac is not in my top 5, but Biggie is. Like, Biggie was at one point in time my favorite rapper. And I thought that he was so phenomenal because I'm like, wow. I'm like, Pac has all this shit. And maybe my timing is off right now. Like, maybe I'm just high as fuck and I don't realize that, like, I'm confusing my timeline. But I'm like, Pac then came out with all this shit. So he's clearly established himself as a great. And then Biggie comes out with this handful of shit, and we can immediately see how fucking talented he is. So much so that he's immediately compared to a fucking Pac. It was the same thing for me when I heard Nicki Minaj's, and it wasn't Itty Bitty Piggy. Oh fuck! I done burned down this whole motherfucking cone. Oh! I don't know how the fuck that happened. I was sitting here running my fucking mouth and my whole cone fucking burned, bruh. Damn, bruh. I mean, I didn't have that much, but I had enough. I forgot what the fuck I was saying. But basically, Nicki Minaj is a talented motherfucker, and we saw that immediately. So anyway, those were the two incidences where I was like, damn, Nicki, why, babe? Why you gonna put me in this motherfucker? But Nicki fucking prevailed. And you can't, I mean, the shit that, and it's crazy to me because a lot of people don't like Nicki Minaj's ratchet shit. I was surprised that not as many people liked Bees in the Trap as I let me tell you, I still, but Bees in the Trap, beep. Bitches ain't shit and they ain't saying nothing. 100 motherfuckers can't tell me nothing. Like, I still love that shit. I love ratchet Nicki, but I understand that Pop Nicki was a big fucking deal. And what I like though about this is that she took a classic like she did with Sir Mix-a-Lot. Nicki is good for that shit. Look, I just really came here to say Nicki did that shit. Nicki and I's relationship was not without a bump or two, but that is so much love and so much respect to her because it is what I've seen so far where she deserves it. She absolutely deserves it. But yeah, I just really came to say Nicki Minaj did that shit. Fuck Nicki Minaj. Fuck her, bruh. Like, that video was too fucking good. Okay, I'm out.